Okay, I don't know if people are gonna see this. Anyhow, I was having a lot of problem with StreamYard and on my wheel, everything. I lost everything. Some reason. Okay, there we are. So I guess some people saw. I don't know what happened, people. Everything froze on me. Like everything froze. My StreamYard, my YouTube, my wheel of names, everything's messed up on me. We were in the process of picking a number from 1 to 30 for a winner for a $10 Amazon e-card. If you everybody would type the same number they did before, I have the number written down. As soon as I see the winner, I will let you know. So, sorry, just one time, Mary. So I think I already saw the answer. Hang on, let's see. Okay, I have, this is the number. Let's see if you can see that. 14. I see 2112 XRTJRP. Let's see. That's a number from her. And I don't think it was in there before. So if somebody else sees the same number before on this one, not the old other live stream, on this one, that would be the first number. We'll do another drawing later. I'm just wanted to get this going back to where we kind of left off. I'm so sorry, people. I've had a lot of problems with internet the last few months. I finally have good internet, but obviously, not everything's good. So this is my email address on the bottom of the screen, 2112 XRTJRP. Please send me an email so I can get you an Amazon card for $10 out to you this week. Anybody that wins on my wheel, if they don't claim it within a week, then I will go back on the wheel. It'll go to somebody else. And if you don't want to be on the wheel and you don't tell me afterwards, just don't type comment. So, or don't type a number. Okay, here we go. So let's see. Where are we at? If I could use actually, not everybody came back. I don't blame them. What a mess. Okay, so well, I'm gonna talk about the things that have been going on this week. So you saw I went to Parker Dam with my friend. We just did a little route going into California, coming across the dam, and coming back on the Arizona side back into Parker. Was a really nice trip. It was pretty scenic. It's really pretty up there. The mountains are beautiful. The houses really are nice. The ones on the Arizona side of the river, and there's a lot of camping on the California side of the river, and there is a state park by there, county park, I guess is considered the La Paz County Park. So that's really nice. And let's see what else. So looks like my chat is working now this time. I'm so sorry, people. Please bear with me and forgive me for it messing up so bad. So people are coming back. I'm gonna kind of slow down a little bit. Let's see. Who would I like to invite up? Let's see. Happy Place Camping. Would you like to come up and co-host with me? I will. I thought I wasn't sure if Blue Wave would make it, so I did invite him, but whoops. Let's see. I'm going to put a link in here. If Happy Place Camping would like to come up, or Johnny's Journey, please click on the link. Here we go. Okay, let's take this off. Okay, that's all right if it takes you a minute. I don't expect you to do much. Just help me pay attention to the chat because we're going to do a question and answer thing here pretty soon. So, actually, I could share some of the other things. Okay, Johnny's at dinner with her son. Okay, I knew she was meeting him. I did see her in the chat. I knew she would probably not be available. Hello, Lisa. Lisa, Artscape Adventures is here. Nick's Picks is here. Hello. Okay, so this week, not only did I go to the Parker Dam, we've had some massive windstorms and dust storms in this area. Other areas are getting hit with the extreme cold, snow, and ice. Not us, no. We have wind and dust and dirt. But it does get cold at night, but it's warm here compared to everything else. Okay, Dan is back here again. Jerry Holly. Let's see what did it say? I can help you. Okay, Happy Place Camping says you'll be up here, but go ahead and click on that link, Jerry. Come on up. I can have more than one person on the panel, I think. We could try. Do you need the link again? Okay. So I'm trying to think of all the things that happen. My friend Zach is my mechanic. Okay, Happy Place Camping is here. Let's see. Are you ready to come up? Okay. There you go. Hi, Felix.
How you doing? How's it going?
Good, good. So what I'm going to do is a little bit here. I'm going to have people asking questions in the chat. What I would like you to do is read the question to me one at a time. Okay. And then I will try to answer them because they come in fast or separated so much. I go back and forth on the chat and it loses it. Brad McWord is here. Hello, Brad. Okay, Jerry. Jerry offered to come up if you didn't make it, but if he comes, I'm going to bring him up anyhow with us. He can help.
You know, Jerry's a troublemaker, right?
I know it is. He sure is. But you know what? He's a good dancer.
That's true. That's very true.
He's a good dancer. Because I had a wonderful. There he is. You ready, Jerry? Okay, here we go. Hey, hello. There's my dance partner.
That's right.
Let's see.
I want to do it again.
I do too. I want you to do it too again. Oh, Tony LaForge sent a super sticker. Thank you so much, Tony. I appreciate that. I probably missed something. Okay, so right now we're going to do a Q&A, Jerry. And between you and Felix, please watch the YouTube chat and make sure I get the questions because I won't see them all. And I know how it works. And let me see if I can do this a little bit differently. I don't like this format, but I don't know how else I could change it.
If you go there at the bottom, D, on your layout, if you click like the second one over, it'll put it in a different layout.
Well, that's on the second one. Maybe this one.
There you go.
That's better. I like that better. Okay, that's good.
You already got a question.
Okay, I did have a question already. And let's see if that was it. Okay. TLB asked me about my batteries.
This I promised her. Sue Miller, so this will be different.
So let me do the TLB and then I'll answer Sue Miller. Okay. So Teresa wanted to know if I got my batteries. I did. There's a little bit of a long story which I'll share after I answer questions. But the story is I did get my batteries, and my friend, my Zach is my friend who is a mechanic. I met him at an RTR about 3 years ago. And he helped me back then, helped me a lot with my truck because I had no lights. So he did that just out of kindness. And he's been helping me ever since. I usually try to pay him something, but never what it's worth. Anyhow, he did get my batteries in. I bought all new batteries because my old ones were dead, completely dead. So that happened about a little over a month ago, and there's been some problems since. So I will share that stuff with you guys later. Okay, who is that? Who asked the question, Felix?
Sue Miller. She wants to know if you would recommend a box van or a high top van. There's two of them, and she wants to know if your van is easy to drive.
Well, I don't recommend anything when it comes to rigs because I really don't know much about them. My rig is a big rig. It's huge. But it's not huge inside, it's huge outside. So I think personally, for me, a van would be easier to drive, but I like my van better than just a high top because I think it's wider and I think it's more square. Because in the vans, you don't have square corners, okay? You have slanted corners. So that's why I like the box van, personally. But I have a diesel, and diesels get good mileage compared to gas vehicles. I have a Chevy Express 3500 box van, which is a 1-ton. And I know that Bob Wells, Cheap RV Living, has a van. And I know a lot of people that have the high tops. Depends how tall you are. If you want to stand up in your van, you need at least the high top. So I can stand up in my van. Anyhow, so I don't personally want to say recommend but that's my opinion of both of them. Okay, is the any?
Felix, I'm dropping some questions over in the private chat. If you want to ask her, I'll grab.
Okay, let me put this back here. So let's see. I'm going to put that banner back up. So please form your question by typing 3 Qs before your question so Felix and Jerry will recognize them. Okay, private chat. Let's see what it says. Okay. Yeller Sir HC. Where are you at now, D? He's in Texas and he finally warmed back up and have power and water. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Poor people in Texas have really been suffering with no power, no water. They're freezing, frigid ice and snow. It's been rough, and it's been rough a lot of different places. So I am in Lake Havasu, Arizona. It's beautiful here. We have warm days, except for the wind. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I have a beautiful mountains in my backdrop, all the way around me, and we're very close, within a couple miles of the literal London Bridge that was brought over from London. There's so much to do here in Lake Havasu. They have every kind of store imaginable, every kind of shop, every kind of restaurants. So I really like Lake Havasu. Okay, Fake Freedom asks, is Arizona awesome to live in for peace with sinusitis? Well, I have sinusitis. I have sinus issues, especially after they took my one nasal passage out of each side when they did the eye surgeries. My sinuses do act up sometimes. The dust and the wind can cause sinus problems, but I imagine they have the same kind of problems pretty much anywhere. We don't have the same kind of pollen. There is pollen in different places, different kinds of pollen. If you have a hay fever or kind of allergies to that kind of stuff, I think it could be a problem, depending on what you're allergic to. So sinus problems, I would say Arizona is just like anywhere else, really. You have the mountains, you have the desert, you have the waterways, So I don't know if that really answered their question. How did you find your box van? And is it hard to find a mechanic to work on it? 3 generations asked that question. So I found my box van on Craigslist. I had to drive I was living down in Ajo, AJO. Arizona, about 30 miles north of the border. And I drove to Yuma to pick up my box van. I picked it up. It's been a little over 3 years, I think now. I paid $3,500 for it, empty, completely bare. So I got it on Craigslist, and the guy that sold it to me had been using it. He got it from a military, like an auction, I guess. And it really only had 113,000 miles on it. So I got a really good deal. And right now it has less than 115,000. I haven't put that many miles because I've stayed in Arizona, only traveled to California in it so far. Let's see. So is it hard to find a mechanic to work on it? Yes, sometimes. But my friend Zach does work on diesels. So he's been able to help me quite a bit. As far as finding a mechanic, I don't think it would be hard to find one, but they're expensive. So I don't know. Finding a reputable one that I can trust, I don't know. I can't afford to take it to the dealership, that's for sure. So I hope that answers that question. So Nomadic Adventures asks, what is one of your goals for 2021? Well, one goal is to get out more, to go to Sedona. I want to go to Sedona very, very much. I would like to travel more and get out of Arizona a little bit this summer. Because I've been kind of stuck here in Arizona because all the health issues I'd had for a couple years. So I'm ready to I'm ready for a change of pace and different scenery. Let's see. Oh, okay. And my sister asked, how is my problem with my oil? I'll discuss that at the end of the questions because not that many people know about it yet. So, but I did have an oil problem with my oil oil leak yesterday was a big deal, probably. Okay, let's see if there is any more questions in there. What is the one question you are tired of answering? Huh. That's
I thought that was funny.
It is funny.
Yeah.
But truthfully, I love to answer questions. I don't always get the answer that people are expecting. But, it is what it is.
Right.
But I like the questions because it makes me think about how I feel about things. And it also helps other people to know what I think and what I feel. So I think that's good. Side Hustle Sam. Hey, D, it's my birthday. Can you wish me a happy birthday? Absolutely, Sam. I wish you a happy birthday today and every day. I'm so glad you're here with me. Yay, yay, yay. There we go. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Side Hustle Sam. That was pretty bad, huh? Oh, well.
Oh, that was pretty great.
Regina Niebler. D, do you have a cook stove inside your rig? I do. I have a 2-burner Camp Chef stove with an oven, a little oven. It doesn't have a broiler, but it does have automatic start, and it's propane. And let's see if I can turn. I don't know if you can see that in here. A little bit. There's my stove right there. So you kind of see it. So it's a Camp Chef. I got it on Amazon. I can't remember that, but I think I paid about $200 for it quite a while back. So it's a really good stove. Yeah. Brad McWhirk, do you have any plans to travel this summer? I think I kind of asked that question. Maybe it's asking Jerry. No. How about you, Happy Place Camping? Do you plan on traveling this summer?
Don't really have any big plans. We're, just hoping to maybe just camp small trips here and there. So,
Oh man.
Well, you
What,
always
Jerry?
do a lot of traveling. Go ahead, Jerry. What'd you say? I think he's.
Oh, it was getting real garbled on me. But I just muted my mic, but it's better now. I can hear you guys
Oh,
better now.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
trying to catch all your questions over here.
okay. So the next question was from Mellow Nomadic Adventures. What is the top item on your wish list right now? Truthfully, my top item on my wish list is an emergency fund. My biggest fear, people, is traveling and breaking down. People have sent me so many beautiful gifts, lots of things, really nice gifts, and I appreciate that. So I don't need a lot of things in my life right now. I have everything I need, really. I have a home, I have power, I have air conditioning in the summer. I had already had the heater in the winter. I have a little trailer that pulls my generator. My e-bike, it broke down. I had to return it, but I have a new one coming. I just had to replace it. I have every kind of food, every kind of thing I could possibly need. So I need to work on that. Now I'm working on my emergency fund. That's all. Before when my truck breaks down. Because my biggest wish list, I guess, is I could travel more. So I can, if I can trust my rig. Or find a caravan partner that knows how to work on a rig. Let's see. What's the next one? Would you rather be on a beach or at a ski resort? I would rather be on a beach because I don't ski and I don't like the cold. I do love the beach. Do you have a favorite flower from R. Fatima Jaffrey? My favorite flower is roses. I love roses. Okay, that she asked that twice, okay. What is your favorite from Nomadic Adventures? Thank you, people, for your question. I appreciate that. Sometimes I get up here and I kind of stumble around because I don't always know what to talk about. So my favorite meals to have prepared for me. Oh, steak and a baked potato and an artichoke. I love that. But my favorite meal to prepare for people is a shrimp fettuccine alfredo. So I'm a little bit picky, I guess, because about for a year I couldn't eat hardly anything. Then everything would make me sick. I lost so much weight and everything I couldn't eat very well. So now pretty much I'm a little bit more picky about what I eat. Let's see. Can you use gas cards, Deanne? What gas stations are near you if I send a gas card? I probably could. I usually go to Arco, or a Pilot, or a Circle K. I try to get the cheapest gas I can. Not all stations have diesel. So most of the truck stops do have diesel, so I wouldn't have to worry about that. So pretty much, I'm trying to think what are the two truck stops here. I know it's a Pilot, and there's another one. Anyhow, so those are kind of the places I get gas. But I like Chevron and pretty much any gas station, really. Let's see. Fake Freedom asks, when you look up into the night and see the millions of stars, what is your first reaction? I feel awed. I feel so inspired. In the city where I spent many years, you look out at the sky at night, can't see the stars because of all the lights. The lights block the stars. You get out in nature, you look up the sky, you see the stars, you see the moon, you see the galaxies when they're out, like the Milky Way, a different falling stars, you know? So it's beautiful. Being outside is beautiful. Say, what color rose do you like, Mark Wolf? Mark Wolf sent me a beautiful beautiful Valentine bouquet of flowers. I love all kinds of flowers. Probably my favorite rose would be
See
I
what
have
Aaron said.
I have actually I like red roses, reds or yellows, red and yellow roses. Um, I don't use the Gas Buddy app because I don't really. It's funny. Some things are easy for me, some things are not. The apps, it will tell me where to go. So that helps, but I don't use like a card or anything or any kind of that stuff. I don't. It always messes up on me. Just like anything that's technical. So I do find gas stations sometimes through the Gas Buddy. Um, Patty B. For all of you, what are the best spring and fall destinations to visit in your opinion? I'll let Happy Place can't answer that first, and then I'll have Jerry answer that. I should say Felix. I'll let Felix answer that first.
Best spring and fall. Well, I think spring mountains. I think they look good in the spring because they still have a lot of the snow on them.
Yeah.
And the fall, I'm going to say the beach because it's typically warm enough still to be at the beach. So,
Yeah.
so I'm going to go from one extreme to the other.
Exactly. Okay. How about you, Jerry? What's your favorite spring and fall destinations?
I love the springtime. I want to be out by the water and green grass, any lake area. And in the fall, I want to be somewhere where there's a lot of trees so I can see the color changing in the trees.
Yes. I love a meadow in the spring with the wildflowers. And in the fall, I love the leaves that are changing all the time. Not you don't have to be in the mountains to see the trees, leaves changing on the trees. So
Now,
anywhere, I remember taking a trip up to Wallkill, New York. That's where they had the what was it? The old festival, the during the hippie era, I guess. Oh,
Woodstock?
yeah, Woodstock. I remember driving up there through that area, and I never saw so vivid of colors of the leaves changing. It was in October. I never forgot that scenery. It was gorgeous. Leaves changing, everything's changing. So that's where I would think I would like. Let's see. So Brenda Marion asked, "What's the longest you stayed in one place?" That's a good question because truthfully, I've never in my life stayed in any one place for more than a few months, even as a child. So probably, but I did live in California, all over California, but I did live in California well over half of my life. And I'm 69 in June, so that's a lot of years in one state. Where are you from, Dee? Journey along with Shannon asked. I was born in Washington, D.C. The District of Columbia is not a state. It's the United States capital, but it's not a state. And it's bordered by Virginia and Maryland. And I believe we lived in Maryland, possibly Virginia at the time I was born there. My brother and I were both born in Washington, D.C. So, Regina Niebler, how long do you want to continue this beautiful lifestyle? Till I die. This is my life. I am a nomad. I've been a nomad since I was a child. I love the nomad life. Sure, there's times when I wish I could be in a sticks and bricks for a few weeks at a time, but I get antsy feet just like my dad did. I don't like to stay in one place very long, even when I'm staying in a camping area. 2 weeks, yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go to the next spot. So I plan on living this lifestyle for the rest of my life, however long that will be.
Amen. I hope it's a long life.
So it looks like I got a super chat from Diane Harris. Thank you so much. Wow. Let me look at the comments real fast. We have 93 people in the room. People, forgive me. I'm not watching the chat because I'm reading the questions that Jerry and Felix are putting in the private chat. So thank you, Tony LaForge, for your super sticker. See who I've missed. Thank you, Diane Harris. I don't know if I missed anything else. I do appreciate you guys. I will go back through and see what's going on. I see Buckeye Kitty is in here. Hello. Debbie Weber is here. Heidi too, the person that asked about sending you a gas card. They could just put money on a prepaid Visa or MasterCard. That way you would be able to use it anywhere. Yes, or they could put it on my PayPal account. And in the description, under all my videos, even live streams, I have my PayPal link. And if one of the moderators could put that in there, then I could use it anywhere, at any gas station. So that would be fine. So thank you so much. Let's see, who else? Griswold Family Vacay, hello. Did I say hello to Mary Jones? I hope so, I did. I just love Mary Jones. Be amazing, Sylvia. Hello. I saw you on a live stream last night, I believe it was, and I was really enjoying it. I believe I did say hello to Bill McIntyre. Okay, so who else? I think, Boondock Charity is here too. I don't want to miss people. I do appreciate you coming. It means a lot to me. Okay, so let's look at the private chat to see if I got to the last one.
I think
Okay,
that's
I
it.
think that was the last question. Okay, you're welcome to put in more questions if you want to. Now I'm going to answer my sister's question, which was about my oil situation. Yesterday I had to go. I was staying in Parker overnight at the casino because I had an interview with Bob Wells from Cheap RV Living. I noticed when I left courtside, I had an oil spot on the ground I had to clean up before I left. And I knew I had I thought maybe they spilled it when they changed the oil because it was changed when I got my new batteries. But apparently that was not the case. When I got to Parker, I didn't notice anything, but I did question about the oil. So when I drove in through Parker to go to where Bob was, I decided to pull over because my truck didn't sound right. Something did sound a little funny. So I pulled over onto a little concrete strip just to see if the oil was dripping. Sure enough, it was dripping a lot. So I only had to go about 7 or 8 miles to meet Bob. So I went ahead and met him, and my interview and tour, which went fantastic, incidentally. I had a great interview with Bob Wells. This was my 5th tour, 5 years in a row, as well as the interview. And I had a great interview with him. He loved my changes. He loved my little mini trailer, a mini box van. He loves my truck, all the changes that I made on it. He said, Dee, I can't believe you have made so much progress from living in a car to this. And he was so impressed, and he made me feel so good because he was mostly impressed because I did 90% of the work myself. And I'm not young. Anyhow, so, but
You're a good dancer.
I used to be.
You still are.
So anyhow, so when I left him, I went back to where I've been camping with my friend Jan, and I checked my oil. It didn't even show up on the dipstick at all. No oil whatsoever. I said, okay, that's a problem. So I went to Walmart and picked up 2 gallons because the diesel engine that I have takes 7.5 quarts of oil. So I picked up an oil ring, I guess, wrench to go over the oil filter. I wanted to see if that may have been loose because I had just had the oil changed. So I put that on there and check. It didn't budge. I didn't see any leaks coming through the little drain plug. I got under the truck right there on the gravel and the at the Walmart too. I didn't see any leaks coming from the drain hole or the oil filter, but I could see where it had leaked down the filter. So I got a hold of Zach on the phone, and Zach has been sick. He couldn't. He's in Tempe, Arizona. There's no way he could come to see me. What happened is he was supposed to be returning. I hadn't heard from him for about. Well, he was 10 days after the date he said he would have met me to come and do some more work. And I hadn't heard from him. And I kept calling him and texting him, and I was worried about him. And I also was irritated that he made an appointment with me. Well, that's what happens out in the desert. When you expect somebody to show up, they don't come for a few days or at least. Anyhow, so finally on the last message, I said, okay, Zach, I said, this is bad. I said, I'm really worried about you. I said, either you're in jail or you're in the hospital, because that would be the only good reason for you not at least returning my call and my text. So a couple days later, I got a call from him. He said, Dee, I'm so sorry. He said, I've been in the hospital for 5 days. He said, I contracted COVID. And not only did he have the COVID, he also had an infection in his foot. He got a cut in his foot and didn't take care of it. So he was fighting a double infection.
Oh, man. He's doing well now or better?
Yes, he's out of the hospital now. He's doing better, but I told him, don't come around me for at least 10 days. Just get well.
Right.
I said, I don't need that. Thank you. So now I'm having to deal with my mechanical things on my own. But then, so we were heading to Havasu. I went ahead and put a gallon of oil in the tank. Then I drove to Havasu. I still heard a little bit of roughness when I drove, but I not like terrible knocking or crazy noises or anything. It was a little tough. I could tell it was struggling a little bit coming up the hills. Anyhow, when I got here, I parked. I parked the truck overnight, let the engine sit. Then I checked my oil this morning. I could see the oil on the dipstick. I crawled into the truck, no dripping. So like Aaron said, I see what Aaron said in here. He said it could have been when I tightened it up, it just helped or something. I can see that.
Yeah. He said when you tighten it up.
The filter may have tightened up while you were driving. Yes. Because if you lose all your oil and you keep driving it, you can seize your engine. So that's pretty scary. So, but I'm not sure. So Cargo Dan came over today. He looked at it. He didn't see anything leaking right now. But one thing that Zach told me over the phone is he didn't actually change the oil. His brother did. And his brother is learning to be a mechanic, but he's not a mechanic. So apparently it's possible that he left the old gasket on there and put the new one with it. What'll happen is the two gaskets, when there's pressure from the oil, it'll spread through the two gaskets and spread out. So according to Dan, when he looked at it, he saw the spray. It had sprayed. So apparently that's probably what it is. The other problem could be, and hopefully that's not the case, but it could be a bad rear seal. If it is, that's meaning dropping the transmission. So I hope and pray that's not what it is, because
Well, I
that
hope
would
that's
be,
all it is too.
yeah, that would be a
Yeah.
big monster job. Anyhow,
Yeah.
so
There's some more questions over in the private chat for
okay,
you. So.
let me look at it, see where we're at. I'm gonna go back up here. Okay. The next question was from Fake Freedom. Do you like dogs or cats? I love both dogs and cats. I've had both. In the truck, I think a dog would be better because I don't want a litter box. I don't like litter boxes. I never had a cat use a litter box. So I want a dog. It's a lot easier to train a dog to go outside and go on a leash. Cats can be put on leashes, but I don't like to put them to fight them. They don't like it either. So yes, a fantastic travel says, did I read that you will be getting a fur baby? You sure did. I have a friend named Grace, and she lives in California, about 600 miles from me, and she came to visit me. While she was here, she had her little rescue animal. She does rescue foster care. And she had her animal, and she said she had friends that work for animal shelters or know how you can go about. Because what I told her is that here in Arizona, it seems like every animal shelter for rescue animals has tons and tons of big dogs, but no little ones. They get grabbed up like that. So she said, really, it's just the opposite in California. I said, really? She said, let me check for you. So she started doing some checking. She found me the perfect dog. I did post a picture of him. His name is Max. He's about 7 years old. He is a rescue animal. And she's going to bring him all the way from California to me. Amazing. Amazing. What's that noise?
I think that's Jerry's computer.
Okay.
My computer's crazy.
Okay.
It's
Will's
possessed.
Wanderlust. I'm a mechanic. If I'm ever over in the West, I will gladly help service any rigs for some good food and company. Wow, that's cool. Well, you ever get to Quartzsite or Havasu during the winter months? Of course, I go up to Flagstaff area, usually for the summer. But I'm going to try to go even further this year, maybe. We'll see. Depends on the truck. But if you come by, look me up. All you have to do is email me. My email is usually, let's see, let me put the email address down on the bottom. I can find it. So there's my email address down on the bottom of the screen. And so yeah, anybody that wants to meet me that's going to be in this area, send me an email. Let me know that you're going to be here. I'll tell you how to find me. Okay. Let's see what the next question is. Oh, Nomadic Adventure says, not a question, just to say you are an inspiration to us all. Well, I appreciate that. Wow, super chat from Blind Views. Hello, Blind Views. Thank you so much for your super chat. I do appreciate that. I love Blind Views. He's funny. He's got a good channel. It can be controversial, but I like that because he's open. He's open, talks about things that maybe I wouldn't talk about on my channel. So I like to go and listen to what he has to say and what people have to say. So anyhow, he does really good live streams. Blind Views, thank you for coming in. Okay, I think that's the last one there.
Yep.
Okay. So if I missed anything. Okay. So I talked about Zach, my mechanic. I talked about my batteries. So the battery situation was I told you about Zach. That's the issue with the batteries. We're 44 minutes into the stream. I would like to try again to see if I can get the wheel up. So I don't know if you either one of you have the wheel. Do you have the wheel, Jerry? I think you do. For just grabbing the comments, or not?
I have it, but
Because I can do the prize wheel, but I can't grab the comments for some reason.
let me see if I can get it to work on my end.
Yeah, I can see if I can try to grab the comments and put
Do
it
you
on my
have
wheel.
it too, Jerry?
You're muted.
No. Am I muted? Hello?
No, you're not muted.
No, you're not. Not now, anyhow.
Let me see if I still got it here. I think I still got the prize wheel. I remember where I put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So let's get everybody to type the word comment in the chat. Everybody type the word comment. You only need to type it once. It's still only going to come up one time anyhow. So I'll give you a few minutes to get your comment in. And then Gary can go to the YouTube side and get the participants. So just type the word comment in the chat. We will spin the wheel for the winner. Because I do have the prize wheel, just not the comment picker. So what do you think?
How you doing, Jerry?
I'm trying to get it open here. Hang on just a second. I'm trying to get it open here. Probably. Let me find it again here. I'm sorry. Wheel names. Okay, let me get. I see when I go to open it. Won't do it.
Who do I see next to you, Jerry? Hey.
You take over. You take control.
Well, that's the prizes, but you can get rid of that, and we can still use it for the name.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just use the comment picker part. Yeah.
And then you have to go over.
And I'm sure it's been long enough, so go ahead and grab the comments and
Just click on.
let's spin it. I don't.
Okay, hang on.
Okay,
Hang on
I
one
will.
second.
Let me know when I can share it.
Okay.
I'm driving.
Yeah.
Okay. This way they can get something besides an Amazon card, you know. I guess while he's doing that, I can name the prizes on the wheel. I have a teapot, a laundry bag for camping or whatever, can use it in the house. Happy Camper put a mug on the wheel. I have one of my box fan D mugs on the wheel, a 4 LED light set, camp towels, and a headlamp. I have a $5 Amazon card by me, a $10 Amazon card by Blue Wave Odyssey, a $10 Amazon card by me, a $10 Starbucks card by Vanderella, that's Kelly, a $15 Amazon card by me, a $20 Amazon card by Nursing Our Travel Bug, a $25 Amazon card by RV Underway, a co-branded mug by Johnny's Journey. It has my Box Van D logo and Johnny's Journey logo on the same mug, and a purse charm by Mary Jones. I think that's everything on there. Oh, and a dish train also by Mary Jones.
Okay,
So
I got the wheel down there for you to
Okay,
share.
let me get up here, okay? Add to stream. Here we go. Okay.
You tell me when to spin it.
Go ahead and spin it. Shuffle it a little bit, and then spin it. Jurgen's Journey's here. Hello.
Here we go.
Stephanie Laffler. Hello. Over the Hill RV.
Lisa.
All right. Lisa. Congratulations. She's the one that brought me the little mini trailer to hook to my e-bike. So I'm glad she won. That's nice. Okay. Well, I'm going to bring this one down and bring up my wheel.
There you go.
Here we go. Let's get this going. See if it works. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I already named the sponsors and the gifts. So this gift is for Lisa. Here we go.
Dish drainer.
All right, Mary Jones has a special camping dish drainer, and I think you can probably use that, Lisa. So I'm gonna make sure you email me. Hang on, and then I'll get that once you email me with a mailing address, a full mailing address, then I'll get that over to Mary Jones, and she can send that dish drainer out to you. So she does have to have a shipping address. Okay? You're muted, Felix, just so you know.
It's the best thing for her. There, D. That's the best thing for her.
Hush up, Jerry.
Okay. So congratulations, Lisa. I'm glad you won. Tommy Travis is in here. And looks like he sent me also a super chat. Thank you, Tommy, so much. Man, I can't believe this StreamYard crap. I know. I'm thinking I need to have a different live stream software. I can't figure out what is it? OSB? OBS?
Yeah.
I wish I could, because I believe you can have a panel with that one. But it's too complicated for me. Alberta Hinksman, hello. So, let's see. So we've been on for 52 minutes, 40 seconds. I'm trying to think if I missed anything I wanted to share with you. No, I think I so I told you about the interview and tour with Bob Wells. And I also had a lot of visitors in the last month. I guess it's been about a month since I saw you, Jerry, hasn't it? Or longer? About a month, I think. Yeah. And I
been about a month.
Yeah, I met Jerry and Fantastic Travels, Artists on the Road. I met, oh gosh, I couldn't even name all the people, but I met a lot of people. Yes, Felix, and I got to finally got to see your rig inside it.
Right.
And I love the work she did.
I've seen all the people out there Felix met by her post to the pictures she puts on there.
Yeah.
I haven't saw one of me at all on there.
Whatever. I posted that one picture of you going like this with my camera.
It don't count if I had to take it myself, does it, D?
Well, you can post us dancing again, Jerry.
I'm going to.
Sure you are.
Yeah, you need to post that, Jerry.
I want to see the whole dance.
I got it.
Oh, do you? The whole thing? Wow. Okay.
Pretty much.
So I know people would love that to see that. Out of curiosity.
I will send it to you too.
Really? Okay, cool. Yeah. That would be wonderful. Send it to
I'll have one of my assistants send it to you.
Yeah, right.
I have it.
Yeah, I'll have one of my assistants.
I'll send my assistant and have it send to your assistant. You know how it goes.
Really? So anyhow, so I've had a pretty good week, pretty eventful, but I've had a few problems. I don't know if I had any more questions. Let's see if I did. Oh, let's see. Will's Wanderlust says I could add a bar or almond cherry natural soap made by Will's Wanderlust. I'll give away 100 of them with a personalized thank you note. I'll email you more information. Okay, thank you, Will. Yes, please email me. I'm sure I would love to put that on there. So go ahead and email me. And my Lisa asks when my e-bike should arrive. I believe it's going to be here between the 24th and the 1st of March. So that's when it's supposed to be here.
That's not too much longer.
No, it's not. And I should have it, within a week, couple weeks, I guess. So at the most. So I'm probably going to be heading back to Quartzsite in 2 weeks. And I'll be there for a little while until it starts getting hot. Once it starts getting hot, I'm headed to higher elevation. So I want to thank everybody for coming here tonight. Is who is doing a live stream after me? Do you know? Is anybody doing a live stream?
We got KNR. KNR is doing one. I think they're on right now, and then I go on after them. So
yeah.
Oh, you're going on. Okay, if anybody wants to, if one of my moderators would please put a link into KNR Destinations live stream. And so then if anybody wants to go over there and say hello and support their channel, they're a great couple and they're so funny. They're a lot of fun, actually, really are. So good to check them out. And then don't forget, Jerry Holly's going to come on after them. So thank you all for coming. Thank you for putting up with all my technical difficulties.
You had a good night, D. That was a good night.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you think there's 83 in the room, and I started out screwing up on my channel, I couldn't even. They didn't even hear me for a while, I think. So
you did good. You had 104 in here at one time. So
wow, that's a really good one for a Sunday. Sometimes I get that many on an evening stream, but usually on the Sundays, not quite that many. Sometimes.
Everybody loves you.
Yeah. Well, thank you all for your support. I appreciate everything that you guys do for me. Thank you, Felix. Thank you, Jerry, for helping me run this stream. I couldn't have got all the questions without your help. So I do need that. So anytime you're in this stream and people started asking questions, I think I'm supposed to send Felix a link every week. I just forget. I do.
That's okay.
Maybe you should remind me.
I'll remind her.
Okay. Remind me and then.
Really, Jerry? Really, Jerry? You're going to remind me, Jerry?
She's going to remind you, Jerry.
Felix reminds me to remind her, I'll do it.
Yeah. If she reminds me to remind her. Yeah, and if you guys remind me to remind you to remind me. Good night, everybody. Thanks. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.
Take care, D. Love ya. Bye.
Bye-bye.